Hi, everyone. This is Mark Lorenzoni. I directed the Charlottesville 10 miler from 1984 to 1995. And on behalf of the new race director, Karen Murray, and her husband, Glenn Anderson, who has been actively involved in getting her new course set up, I'm going to give you a quick tutorial. We are starting this year because we have struggled getting a date early enough for the 10 miler, and when we used our old site over at JPJ. So we've moved the course, the start-finish, to Scott Stadium, where there isn't as many things going on in the spring. So that's the reason for the move. As you can see, we started along Whitehead Road, basically where the old 2-mile mark is, and we're going clockwise around the stadium. Got a series of hills on Stadium Road. It's actually a downhill start. It's complete opposite of the old start. It's complete downhill for about a quarter of a mile. And then a series of ups and downs along Stadium Road, which is where we're on right now. We approached the four-way stop, and again, we're going backwards. All of you folks who've run the course in the past, we're actually proceeding up Alderman Road going north. In the old days, we would go counterclockwise around the stadium. So relatively flat in here, just a slight uphill. You'll have to excuse the video footage. I was actually... apologies to any police who might be listening. I was videoing while I was driving. Of course, I was looking on the road, so I have no idea what the camera is doing, but it looks not too bad. So anyway, we're coming along Alderman here. We'll still be one unit at this point where we haven't circled back on ourselves. So again, starting along right at the AFC and going clockwise around the stadium. And we're just past about the mile mark of the new course. We're coming up on the mile mark, actually, pretty much in here. All right, and so we're coming up to the intersection of McCormick and Alderman, and we're going to go straight through, heading up Alderman towards Ivy Road, and a nice downhill here. And so again, we're running the course in the opposite direction at this point. It looks like we're heading back to the old start, but you'll see what we're going to be doing here. So at this point, you'll be guided over to the left side of the road, and in a second, I'll explain why. So you'll be on the left side of Alderman. It'll be coned, and there'll be volunteers along the way to guide you to the left side. So we come along here. We're approaching Minor Road, and this is where things change. So we're going to turn to the right along here at Minor. And this is where things get interesting. It's a beautiful neighborhood. I really love this Lewis Mountain neighborhood. So we run along Minor, nice steep downhill here, and then we turn left, got a sharp left onto Bollingwood right here. I think one of the neatest streets in the city, quaint neighborhood, university neighborhood. And we've got a decent uphill here, a decent climb along Bollingwood, narrows along here. And as we crest Bollingwood, we'll then have a right about here, crest. I'll proceed down along Bollingwood onto Cameron Lane. Again, really pretty neighborhood in here, and we're so appreciative of the neighborhoods in the city for all the support we get from the folks that live along the way. All right, so I'm going to make an abrupt right onto Cameron here. And Cameron, we got a nice downhill here. So you got about almost a quarter mile of downhill right in this section here before you're going to hit, I think, one of the steeper hills of the new section of this new 10-miler course. Here it is. It's right as you pass Minor again, except you're going in the opposite direction. This is a steep uphill. It brings you right up to Lewis Mountain Road, where you'll make a right. And right here, yep. So, and this is a decent uphill climb here. It's a gradual climb up Lewis Mountain onto Alderman, where you will come back on the folks that are still going out along Alderman. You're in the 5, 6, 7, 8 minute range. You'll probably be coming back up on here in some of the 9, 10, 11, 12 minute pace folks that are still on Alderman. So you come on up to Alderman, and you'll make an abrupt left onto Alderman. This time you'll be pushed to the left side or guided to the left side. The reason we've gone with the changing the course at the beginning rather than adding it on somewhere else downtown is that race director Karen and her husband Glenn really wanted the course to pick up at about 2.5 miles and mimic itself pretty much the rest of the way. There is a slightly different finish, obviously, because it's going to finish at the stadium. So again, here you'll be on the left-hand side of Alderman, and you'll come up to because again, some of the folks still out on the court, still out on Alderman heading in the opposite direction will be there. You'll make a left on McCormick, and from this point forward until about 9.5 miles, the course will be the same. Thanks a lot for watching, and on behalf of the Charlottesville Track Club, Karen and Glenn, we're looking forward to hosting you guys on March 25th for this special new edition of the Charlottesville 10 Miler. Bye-bye.